Walking arenas, I'm setting it down and I'm raising the bar. Y'all look like the kind to get lost in the shuffle, just playing the part. I belong in the light. Y'all can just stay in the dark. Funny how every time they know who we are, but we say who we are. I'ma take care of the light work and I'ma make them fans go loco. Black and yellow in a logo. I got the game in a chokehold. Music drops, everybody puts their hands up like they're nay-nay. Y'all know just what they say. Adam Cole, baby. They will not leave any doubt in your mind. This is the moment that they waited to have. So knock you out with a punch or a kick or a little bit of both, combo with a jab. I am Roddy with the flow. I am Bobby when I'm bold. I'm a Roddy with the gold. Every title I'm a hold. Our era, this our time, you better recognize. My lyrics bring the house down where the record lies. I keep moving, I can prove it. Let me show you how I do this. Can't refute it, I ain't losing. This flow is undisputed.
Boom. Welcome back to the Why So Series podcast. I'm your host, Brandon. We got Devin and Mike back with us. And it's been a while since we recorded, but it's good to be back. What's going on, fellas? How are you?
Better now that you're here.
Michael. Yes,
Devin.
Michael. Tell him, Michael.
I missed you guys. Not that I wasn't talking to you while we weren't recording, but I missed the show environment.
It's been a lot going on. We had COVID. We had a lot of...
Still have COVID.
We still have... Well, fortunately, we still got this COVID shit because of the government. But we'll probably talk a little bit about that because it has some stuff to do with what we're talking about. I've been buying a house. Mike's been meeting with CTOs, with the big wigs. Devin's been flying all around the country where he shouldn't have to be. It's been a lot.
I mean, I got to see Mike, and I got to see you. So
that's true, and we had a good time. Only one day, but it was the best day of the trip, I must say.
I saw Brandon for a couple.
Devin got to go and spend time in white privilege land. You want to talk about that?
Yes. I'm just thankful to have a friend like Michael that has his white privilege and acts like it's nothing, and it's a beautiful thing that he's so oblivious to how awesome it is that he lives an amazing privileged life. I love it.
What did you guys do in Florida?
We just sat by the pool, had some drinks, walked the beach. It was fun.
You walked the beach?
Yeah, that was it.
We did. We
Naples Beach. We did it.
You didn't go crabbing? You didn't go fishing?
I don't go crabbing.
We didn't have that much time, yeah.
Did you jump
I like
in the canal?
fishing, though.
Is it alligators in the canal?
I've seen one. I have seen one.
So you have seen an alligator in your backyard?
You could say that. I have
Can
seen.
it climb
I have
up?
seen.
Is the water close enough?
I don't think so. I don't think it
it's
can
not,
climb
it's not
up.
going to climb. No, it's not going to climb.
So you can go
Yeah,
to
I don't
the
think
edge
it will.
and it won't be able to climb up.
Yeah, we have seen snakes in the yard though, but we've also only seen one of them too. So
What?
I don't know what.
Hold on.
Yeah,
what?
we saw one, like a black garden snake. You know what I
So?
mean? Like the.
Did you kill it?
No, it would just move. It was moving along. It did its thing, and that was the end of that.
Why didn't
I'm
you
not.
shoot it?
We don't have guns.
Listen,
Oh, my
you
God.
need to do something with that. You can't be having that out there.
Well, it left. I think people in Florida are used to it.
You ain't from Florida?
I'm not used to it, but I was not. It didn't bother me after
Your
it left.
parents ain't from Florida. Your sisters ain't from Florida. Y'all got snakes running around your yard in Pittsburgh?
Not that I'm aware of.
I didn't think so.
I finally met Allie, and
So you met Allie before, and he kept messing that up.
Yeah.
You
I met Natalie.
You met Natalie.
Natalie. Yeah.
I never met Natalie.
Natalie's like always traveling all over the place, always somewhere else. So
what is
Mike's mom is amazing.
Natalie's trying to get into law school, so that's pretty much all she did.
Did she take the
Let's try
LSAT yet?
She's taking it once. I think she's taking it for the second time next week, actually.
She's taking it next week. Okay.
How is that working out? Like, how does that?
I mean,
The
I think
testing facility.
she's done enough. Like she's done so. Like she spent that whole weeks just inside preparing for this test. So we were all like, "You need to take a break. It's bad for you to do that."
Is she trying to go to
much.
law school this fall or next?
I think whenever she can get in, she's looking in DC. Actually, she wants to hang out with down here for a little bit. You know, that'd be cool. I think my mom wants that to happen. My lease is up in May, so like theoretically, it could happen.
Your lease is up next May.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just renewed it.
Yeah, so we did just renew it. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. It's very possible.
What's going on with Allie?
Allie is still in school, so she got a job, actually, so she needed some money over the summer. Are they going to
start school? Did they tell her yet?
She is starting school as of now, but she doesn't know if she's going to have to. Like, some schools are doing this, which I don't understand this. They're doing this thing where they want you to come back like a week or two earlier. And then what they want you to do is, like, when you go home for Thanksgiving break, just stay there. And then they're going to do online. Some schools are doing this. Then they do online for the rest of the year.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I know, and a lot of schools are doing it. I first heard someone in my sister's, like one of her friends from another school is doing it that way. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Because why would, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Harvard is doing all online classes this semester. But guess what? They are charging the same amount.
That's wild.
That's not fair.
$50,000 for online tuition for a semester, for a year. $50,000. That's crazy. And they also did this study that said that like 43% of people at Harvard are legacy or their parents made a donation.
You said 40 what?
43%.
God damn.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Wow, like that is like nepotism and this privilege right there. God damn.
43%. So
that is ridiculous. Yeah.
All right, so let's we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's been a while since we recorded.
So much to talk about.
And we're gonna try to be more consistent. But we gotta make sure Devin gets his money, so we'll work around his schedule.
I mean Wednesday, baby, let's do it, y'all.
Mike, are you excited for the Snyder Cut on HBO Max?
No, not excited. I'm going to watch it because we have to for the show, but I mean, this was this was a last ditch effort. Without the virus, there's no way this would have been announced.
Here's the thing. There is no Snyder Cut. You know how they know there's no Snyder Cut?
They have to. They all have to sign contracts and come back.
Yeah, they all got to come back to shoot scenes and to do voiceovers. They're putting like $60-70 million into this thing. So basically, they just had some cut-up footage that wasn't an actual movie, like we've been saying since we started the show. There was no Snyder Cut. They're making a Snyder Cut now, and it's no way this can be good. There's just no way. There's just no way.
It's not going to be good.
But people are apparently the Snyder fans won, so we're gonna get it sometime next year. I guess I'll watch. I mean,
we gotta watch for the show.
I haven't watched that film. I don't think I've watched any DC film twice, except Man of Steel. That's the only one. Yeah, I don't think I've watched any of the DCEU films more than once. Suicide Squad.
I can definitely stamp my confirmation on that. I've never seen any of those more than once.
Joker, no. Justice League, no.
See, I saw Joker twice.
I think I would. I would see Birds of Prey again. I enjoyed that. But other than that, I haven't seen it twice though. But I would watch it.
It's fun. It's a fun movie. I didn't dislike it. I just didn't need to see it again. So yeah, no.
But speaking of HBO Max, Doom Patrol is back, and that show's so fucking good. Are y'all watching season 2? I know you'll watch season 1. Did y'all watch season 2?
No, I was not aware.
I plan on it though.
Oh my god, it's so great! Like this show is like
it's great. Yeah,
I don't know how DC does Titans. I don't know how the same studio does Titans does this show. Like I have no. Like the same studio that does Harley Quinn and Doom Patrol made Titans, and I don't know how that's possible because Doom Patrol is so great. The characters are so well developed. You get into them. You make them feel. It makes you feel about them. And then like Brendan Fraser as Robot Man is one of the best performances I've seen because that character is so funny, but it's so tragic at the same time. I watched the show and I feel so bad for him, but I cannot stop laughing. But I just feel terrible for his life. Because can you imagine, like, you just had this baby, you get in a car wreck, your whole body is destroyed. Some crazy mad scientist dude comes and takes your brain and puts it into a robot. And so now you're a fucking robot. you think that your daughter's dead, but she's not actually dead. You find out like 20 years later when she's a grown ass woman that she's alive. And then I'm gonna spoil this really quick, but there's a scene this season where he's like he finally has the courage to go like speak to his daughter. And he fucking knocks on the door and he's just like, "Hi, it's me. I'm your fucking father. I came to see you." He's talking just like that. And she's like, "What are you telling?" She's like, "That's a sick joke." And he starts saying these things that makes it like that he knows about her childhood and stuff, and then she just doesn't want nothing to do with him. And he's like standing outside on top of the school bus, pacing back and forth, yelling at the people because she's having like a baby shower. So everybody's walking into the house, and he's just screaming at them. And it's so funny, but it's so sad at the same time. Like the show is able to balance like these people's tragic lives. 'Cause everybody on the show has a tragic life. And Chief is a dick. And I actually did a poll on Twitter
I saw that
back to see who was the bigger dick, Chief or Professor X. And of course Xavier won.
No,
but that's.
I mean, yeah, it's a whole different story. But I mean, Xavier didn't win for the right reasons.
No, Xavier's terrible. He's a terrible human being. I could go.
He's a hypocrite.
I mean, he's a lot of things. I hate Charles. I mean, I don't hate Charles Xavier. I just know Charles Xavier is terrible. But he won the poll, actually. People didn't think Chief was as bad as Charles Xavier, and I agree. And Chief is terrible. Chief did all that stuff on purpose to hold Doom Patrol. He's a terrible person. But he's no Charles Xavier. And then this season, you get to see his daughter. So remember the first season, he kind of had that like relationship with like that Neanderthal woman.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Like this season, you get to see his daughter, and that's crazy too. So, and she has powers, and it's wild. So, it is a great show. If you got some time off, just check it out. Trust me, it's definitely worth your time.
But shout out to HBO Max though. Why are you saying that? HBO Max is so good? It's such a good idea.
This is on the DC Universe app.
Yeah, it's on DC Universe still too. It's on both. But DC Universe is probably going to be done pretty soon because they're moving they moved Harley Quinn to HBO Max.
Yeah, they did for real?
Yeah, next season.
Oh.
So I feel like it's about to be like Marvel Unlimited, which is fine for me because I'll still.
They're going to lose a lot of subscribers.
Well,
people who are only interested in buying or watching the shows.
Yes. But I don't think they had that many subscribers to begin with, which is why they're moving everything to HBO Max.
Well, they could have. I mean, they don't even. Every time they release an animated movie, it's never out for DC Universe until like 2 months.
Which is stupid. It is
stupid. Like I'm paying for your service, like your service, the people that are making the movies, and you're not going to let me watch the content first. Like I should get first dibs.
Warner Brothers is stupid.
Forever.
I guess we'll stick with Warner Brothers. So. They got they put out some information about the Green Lantern series on HBO Max, and supposedly it's supposed to follow all 3 Earth Green Lanterns, or 3 of the Earth Green Lanterns. So we know for a fact that it's going to be Hal and John, but what we don't know is if it's going to be Guy or Kyle or both. So we may get all of them in the show. And it's supposed to be a show that follows 2 different storylines. So it's going to be, and the other main character is supposed to be Sinestro. So you're supposed to get like Sinestro's backstory. And then it's like, kind of like, I guess, I'm assuming the way it was described is going to be kind of like Arrow. So you know how like Arrow, you get like the present time and then they'll go back it was like 5 years ago. And then what was happening with Oliver in the past. I think they're going to try to do that type of storytelling with Sinestro and then the current Green Lanterns. So we'll see. I'm interested in that. I want to see if they can fix this Green Lantern shit that they did. So
not for me.
We'll see. If they focus Jon Stewart, I'll definitely be there because I stand for Jon Stewart.
I am definitely going to watch it then. I will say that.
We got a new replacement for Ruby Rose. So her name is Javicia Leslie. She's a bisexual black woman. And
how
are they gonna write it this way? What are they gonna do?
Well, we don't know if she's gonna be Ruby. We don't know if she's gonna be Kate Kane. The way they identified her is that she's gonna be Batwoman.
Why did Ruby leave?
they haven't said that they haven't given a reason yet why she left.
She ain't want to fuck with that shit no more.
Well, we don't know if that's it. There's been a lot of stuff. Some people said she was hard to deal with. Some people said she just wasn't feeling it anymore. We don't know exactly what it is. So they haven't said what her character is, if she's going to be Kate Kane or if she's going to be. So like the Flash is Jay Garrick, then it was Barry Allen, then it was Wally West, then it was Bart Allen. Like, we don't know if it's going to be that type of thing where she's a whole nother person, but she's Batwoman, or if they're just going to say she's Ruby Rose, which would be funny because they have to replace. Well, they don't have to, but they're replacing Ralph on the Flash as well because he.
Why?
Well, he got fired for fucked up tweets.
Racist? Yeah, racist tweets.
Homophobic tweets.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's gone.
What a shitty person.
It says Batwoman 2.0 will be a brand new character. Okay, so it's not going to be Kate Kane. A former drug runner who masked her pain with bad habits. According to the official description, Ryan Wilder will be the most dangerous type of fighter, highly skilled and wildly undisciplined. After weeks of speculation, the CW has confirmed the part will be played by Javicia Leslie. A young actress is making a superhero debut. So let's see what she did before. She's from Germany, but she grew up in Maryland.
Okay, CG.
She did some commercials. She directed plays, did live music shows. Then she moved to L.A. She was in MacGyver. I don't remember.
Oh, MacGyver. Yo, no, MacGyver is lit on CBS, yo. My parents watch that shit. That shit lit.
And then she played a lead role in The Family Business, a film based on a book by New York Times bestselling author Carl Weber. Then she picked up major roles in God Friended Me and Family Business.
A CBS show. She doing network TV, so people definitely recognizable face. That's good.
Yep. So, yeah. So, like, apparently she's like a workout warrior. So, and she's been training in Muay Thai long before this. So I imagine the fight scenes will be better than Ruby's because that wasn't her strong suit. Was those fight scenes? She wasn't that good.
For real? But she was so good in John Wick. God damn. So I thought she was about that life. I didn't know.
And so Leslie said, I'm extremely proud to be the first black actress to play the iconic role of Batwoman on television. Leslie announced an official statement, and as a bisexual woman, I am honored to join the groundbreaking show, which has been such a trailblazer for the LGBTQ community. So yeah, that's dope. I was already, by the way, the second half of Batwoman season 1 was really good.
It's really good, yeah.
So I was already in for season 2, but I'm definitely in now. So that's exciting. I don't think there's any more DC news. Oh yeah, DC is doing this thing, which is smart. This is smart. DC is doing their own presentation in August. So they're having Comic-Con virtual. They're having like virtual con.
They're doing the fan expo thing. I've seen ads for it.
Yeah. So San Diego is doing like a virtual Comic-Con this year, but DC is not doing this. DC is doing their own panel in August. I forget what they call it. Let me see if I can find what they call it. I forget what they call it, but they're doing some type of panel in August to talk about their new movies, and it's called Fandome, DC Fandome.
Yeah, the fan. Yeah.
So apparently they're going to quote unquote announce movies. So we'll see. We'll find out if we hear anything about that New Guys movie with Ava and Tom King that was announced a year and a half ago that we know nothing about. Dwayne is supposed to be there.
Yeah, so there'll be some. I bet Black Adam's going to be the frontliner.
Black Adam movie's going to get made. They're going to make a movie with The Rock. I don't know.
They have to.
Just like other people are saying, I don't know if it's going to be good, but they're going to make that film.
But that's going to be, as soon as I saw that he was announced, I was like, yeah, they're going to announce their movie. They might even have a trailer.
They're not going to have a fucking trailer.
An announcement trailer. I bet they'll have an announcement trailer.
I guarantee you he hasn't even been fitted for the damn suit yet. I guarantee you.
Yeah, and with his social media, he probably posted immediately.
Oh yeah, they did announce that. Oh, I forgot. There's other DC news. So Michael Keaton is coming back. It's Batman
for Flash's movie.
For Flashpoint.
He's playing Bruce Wayne.
That might be good with Michael Keaton.
Why would you think that's going to be good?
Because he's a good actor. I like Michael Keaton.
Hold on.
Michael Keaton is good.
What about nothing about the actors have been bad?
That's true. I realized what I had said after I had said it.
They've had good actors all the way throughout. So that ain't the issue. But yeah, he's coming back for that. He signed for more than one film. So the rumor is that they're going to make a Batman Beyond film, and he's going to play like old Bruce.
Okay.
For that film, which we'll see if that happens. So right now, apparently there's 3 Batman. So there's Michael Keaton Batman, there's Ben Affleck, and there's Robert Pattinson. So whatever.
Who are you excited to see, Brandon?
None of them.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Not Keaton?
I'm excited for Suicide Squad 2 because I think James Gunn will do a good job on that. I'm excited for Wonder Woman 84 because I think Patty Jenkins has full control this time. So I don't think the third act will be as terrible as the first film. Henry Cavill signed a deal, but his deal is to be in like a bunch of different movies. So apparently he's going to be in Shazam 2 and some other movies, but they haven't said that he's going to do an actual Man of Steel 2, which, who knows what the hell they're doing. What else happened in DC news before we get out of here? Oh, Justice League Dark came out. I
watched that.
But I heard it was good.
So good.
I watched it. It's
so
basically
good.
Endgame for the DC universe.
So I'll watch that.
But Darkseid is so cool, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll watch.
Like I rooted for Darkseid.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on. Though I will say that.
Oh, the last thing is
The last
Stargirl
was a phenomenal game.
Stargirl's very good.
And they got renewed for a second season.
They spend a lot of money on this show. It reminds you of Buffy. So if you're fans of Buffy, you'll definitely enjoy Stargirl. Stargirl is basically Jeff Johns' baby. Like he created that character. He loves that character. And so he has been very hands-on with this show, and you can tell. And the show's very good. So it's an enjoyable show. I think you should check it out if you have a chance, especially since it's on the CW. The last couple episodes was a 2-part episode, and it was really good. So I think it's starting to pick up towards the end of the season. So I'm really happy with Stargirl. Mike, did you finish the Rick and Morty season 4?
Yep.
Devin, did you finish it?
I did.
So okay. So which Beth is a clone? What do y'all think?
Oh, I think she didn't leave.
So you think the real Beth has been there the whole time?
No.
And the clone is the one out in space?
I don't know. I did until that he had that flashback where he was like, "Let me just make one just to see what would have happened." I could see that happening.
I think the clone is the Beth that we saw throughout this whole season.
And you think the one out in space being a badass is the real Beth?
Is real Beth, yeah. Because after she went.
Oh wait, I remember. She had him make the decision. So I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to know.
I know that, Mike. That's why I asked you.
After she went to fucking Fruity Land and was fucking cutting up motherfuckers, I think Beth is like, I'm a badass and I know it. I'm about to be out here in these streets.
I can see that as well. I mean, I'll agree with Devin.
Were you disappointed that we didn't see Evil Morty?
Well, we got Phoenix Person. That made me happy.
We did see Evil Morty for
even a second because he's back. He's making moves.
We saw him in that one episode. What was the episode where all the crazy shit was happening? I forget. Oh, was it the one where Morty was changing the timeline? I forget. One of them episodes.
Yeah, it was the one when they were on the train.
Yeah, when they were on the train. Yes. We saw Evil Morty then.
I don't wait. Where? I don't even remember.
The multiverse train, whatever.
That was a really confusing episode.
It was a really great episode, though.
I was very confused.
Yeah, it was great. So I really enjoyed the season. I thought they had some episodes that were just okay, but for the most part, I enjoyed the season. We'll get to Marvel news soon, but we're going to talk about some other things before we get there. The Boys is coming back in September. Did you watch the trailer for The Boys season 2?
No.
No. Did you watch season 1, Mike?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Did you watch it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it with you. I watched it with you.
Mike, you didn't watch The Boys?
No, I never saw it.
Oh my gosh, Mike. What's wrong with you? You need to go watch that this weekend.
There's so much to watch now. You have to pick and choose.
No. That's not an excuse. The Boys is so fantastic. I'm actually rereading the comic book right now. And I keep forgetting. I always say this, but then I forget when I start reading it and then I read it again. The Boys is so fucked up. Like it's so fucked up. Like that story is, I mean, it's a good story. Like this story about greed and power and manipulation and corporate America. It's like so many things rolled in one, but it's also just so explicit. Like it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Oh my God. You guys got to read the book or just watch the story. But like the book, I don't even think there's so many things in the story that they just cannot even do. Like the show was wild, but there's so many things in this book that they just cannot even touch on on the TV show because it's just too outlandish. But the Boys will be back. Stormfront's gonna be there, who's crazy as shit. Like she's fucking like you think Homelander's bad. Like Stormfront is fucked up. And they made Stormfront and Stormfront's a woman on the show, so it's gonna be very interesting.
Okay.
To see how that works out. But the Boys will be back in September. Mandalorian is coming back later this year as well. You guys excited for Mandalorian season 2?
I didn't finish it, but I mean,
what?
Oh, that finale
I still love
was
Baby.
fucking great.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really was.
That finale was incredible. So yeah, Mandalorian's coming back. They added. Oh no, that's the Marvel news. We'll get to that in a second. Devin, do you want to talk about any anime you've been watching over since we've recorded?
Fire Force finished, and it's on Hulu and it's dubbed. So anybody that's in the anime that needs a chance, Fire Force is on Hulu and it's great. One Piece is on Netflix now. They're not close to even where they are in the story. One Piece has over 1,000 episodes now, so that's major. So if you want something to dive into, and you can start from chapter 1, episode 1. That's been good. Boruto just came back this week, and they're just chilling. They're not really into a main story. Black Clover is still amazing.
Do you watch Attack on Titan?
Yeah, it's not back yet.
They just dropped the trailer though.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking. It was that's old. Yeah, it's
Oh.
fucking amazing. Attack on Titan is one of the best animes about humanity.
So I
that
should
you
watch
can
Attack
have.
on Titan.
Oh, you should, because it's literally government shit that they hide from the people, and then, bow. Hold on, what is it? And then it has monarchy in it. It's fucking great. Attack on Titan is fucking great. And there's a mystery
Are
in
they
it.
doing
But
another season of One Punch Man?
yeah, it just takes a while for him to come back. They're always. He just takes a while. He does 13 episodes and then he goes for a while. Shout out to Stephanie Mocha Minutes. I watched She-Ra, all of the series. It was amazing. It was fucking amazing. I watched it during Pride Month, and I mean, you kind of know what's gonna happen, but again, it's cool that it happened. But yeah, She-Ra was dope as shit. DreamWorks always hits. Voltron was amazing. She was amazing. Don't even try to do He-Man. If they don't do He-Man, I'll be happy. And that's pretty much all I've been. I've been watching a lot of HBO Max. I May Destroy You is great. And then the thing with Mark Ruffalo, I can't remember the name of it, but the thing with Mark Ruffalo is really good.
So yeah, let's keep talking about what in this section. What we've watched during this pandemic. So like, I went back and I rewatched Mr. Robot, which is unbelievable. Like, that show is so smart um, and so well done.
I never gave it a chance.
And Rami Malek is fantastic. Like, that show is.
I think I was too far behind. It was two seasons in before like I heard about it.
Yeah, but it only went 3 seasons, so it's not that bad. I watched it pretty quickly.
Okay.
Now I'm rewatching 12 Monkeys, which is another great show. That's sci-fi.
I thought that was a movie.
It was a movie, and then they made it a show on Sci-Fi, and it's about this plague happens in 2017 or 2018. That it starts in 2015, and so it kills out most of humanity. Not everybody, but there's some people that are immune. So in 2043, they figure out this time travel technology, and they send this dude Cole back to try to stop everything. And then it goes from there, and you end up finding out what really happened and who's behind it all, and it's fantastic. It's really well done. The reveals are worth it when you get them. You're just like, oh my gosh. And sometimes you can figure it out, and then sometimes you're shocked, which is great to have that mixture. But it's really well done. It's only 13 episodes a season, so it's not that far. It's not that hard to catch up, and it's only 4 seasons. So if you want to give something like that a try, that's easy as well. I started rewatching Legion. It's good. It's just a lot. Like, Legion is just a lot.
I've been meaning to do that. Get back into Legion.
Yeah, Legion is good. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to process. There's so much shit going on with Legion every episode.
Every episode is fucking ridiculously crazy to fucking follow. Yeah, I watched it with Brandon, and I was like, what the fuck is going on the whole time? I'm like, why is this happening? And why do I feel like I need to be doing drugs to watch this show and to follow this show?
Yeah. It's definitely a lot going on in the Legion, but it's actually it's really good. It's just you gotta really take some time out to pay attention to it. That's not a show you can watch casually. You gotta.
I also don't think I could ever watch that episode to episode. Like, I would have to wait for it to finish every season.
Yes. Well, it's already done, so it's only 3 seasons.
Now it is, yeah. But that's why I stopped watching it. I didn't want to, but I was like, I'm not watching that week to week. It's too hard.
So I think what's next for me is Stranger Things, because I'm one of the only people that haven't watched that at all.
I haven't watched it.
And
Big Mike has watched it.
Umbrella Academy.
No, I didn't like that.
You watched it?
You didn't like it, Mike?
Episodes. I didn't finish it, but I got bored of it. Like,
you gotta stick it through.
You watched
it was
it,
good.
Devin?
Yeah, I watched it with your wife, yo. I thought you finished. You watched it with you.
No, you didn't watch that with me.
Brandon, we watched it in San Diego together.
No, we didn't watch no fucking Umbrella Academy.
We did, Brandon.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh my god, ask your wife, yo. Oh my god, you are terrible right now.
I've never seen that fucking show.
You've seen it, Brandon. I'm ready to fight now. I'm ready to fight. I'll fight you.
I know what I watched.
No,
I've seen that shit.
Brandon, you watched it, and I finished the episode, the finale with your wife, and you watched some of it. Yes, you did. I know you've seen at least 2 episodes. You were in the room when I was watching it, so I mean, were you paying attention? I have no idea, but you were in the room, on the couch.
I ain't watched that shit. What else did I watch? I watched Harley Quinn season 2. That was great.
I didn't see the finale yet. There's 2 episodes.
That was really good.
Yeah, the finale's good. That show's really good. Whoever writes that show completely understands that character. And then I watched Hamilton, which
never seen it.
You know, I gotta watch it with my girlfriend or something because I can't watch it.
And it was good. The performances were fantastic. So yeah, I watched Hamilton recently. Mike, what have you watched over this COVID?
I watched Harley Quinn for sure. Aside from the ones I watched, some of the stuff that you mentioned. I finished Rick and Morty. I started Westworld again. I haven't finished it yet now, but that's one of the things I'm in the middle of.
Oh, Westworld. Yeah, I finished that too.
Yeah, I'm not finished with it. I saw that. I liked the show, but I just lost it between the first and second season. And then I saw my one of my favorite Aaron Paul was in it, season 3. So I got to catch up now.
Yes, he's a lead.
Yeah, Harley Quinn was great. What else did I watch in terms of shows? I watched a lot of movies that I've never seen. I watched. I feel like the DC universe is going away, so I was spending some time on there. I don't know. I mean, I played a lot of games though this quarantine. Probably more games than movies. I beat The Last of Us Part 2. Want Brandon to play that. What else did I do? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I rewatched some Nolan films. So.
Oh, I'll tell you this. During quarantine, I spent like a month with my mom and my sisters, and my mom and I were like on a movie binge, so we were doing different series that she's never seen before. So we watched all the Harry Potter movies because she'd never seen those. We watched all of Daniel Craig's James Bond movies, and she enjoyed those.
Why would you sit down and make your mom watch bad movies?
We like Harry Potter.
Daniel Craig, James Bond is amazing, and Harry Potter is what you need to watch.
My mom loved Harry Potter. She just thought it was so depressing. That was all.
Mike's mom is the sweetest woman ever. Shout out to Mike's mom. She's so sweet. And she keeps it real.
She's cool. So, yeah, I mean, we did that. But and she liked the Daniel Craig movies, too. She didn't like Aquaman. She watched that on the plane without me.
That's a smart woman.
She watched the Joker movie also on a plane, but she didn't. She was like, that was very sinister for me. Very sinister. So, what else? So my mom was watching some nerd movies. I'll say that. And we watched some of them together. She liked Harry. See, for Harry Potter, when I was a kid, my grandma, her mom, showed up one day to our house, and she had bought the first, at the time, only 4 books were out. She bought all 4, and she gave them to me as a gift. And my grandma, signed them. She, wrote little notes in them and signed them. And she's not doing so well now, so I was looking through some stuff in my house, and I found them. And they have my grandma's, and so my mom was like, I always regretted not watching those. So we watched Harry Potter, and she liked it. So that was fun. I love Harry Potter. You've never seen Harry Potter, Brandon?
I saw the first one. That's it, and I don't remember anything about it.
Trash, man. That's trash. That's trash.
I love Harry Potter.
Mike, would you buy a 3D printer?
My dad has a 3D printer, so I just use his.
Yes, too.
Yes, too.
Come through.
He has one already?
Boy.
Some of his clients use that stuff.
Do you know how to use it?
Yeah. We had to do it in architecture school.
Is it hard?
No, not really. As long as you can do some basic 3D rendering in Rhino or CAD. I can show you.
Come through. I know a mad scientist. His name is Mike. Yes.
I love that you call me that. It really inflates my ego.
I mean, you got a whole flamethrower. What the fuck you talking about?
I'm bringing it with me this weekend. I'm going camping. That's how I start all my fires.
I'm about to say you one phone call away from being a mad evil genius, Mike. That's it.
Mike,
why? Are you trying to do it?
No.
Brandon, are you trying to do it? Yeah, because I'm not.
No, not yet. Down the road.
We could do it. I can show you. It's fun.
Mike, did you watch the PlayStation 5 review?
Yeah, I did. And I'll be getting a PlayStation 5, but this year might be the first year I don't get an Xbox.
So what did you think about the review?
I like it. I always hate when console wars come around because it's the stupidest argument I've ever seen. I saw this funny meme that was all these during the time that everyone was arguing Xbox versus PlayStation, and it was because all that high performance matters when the same 3 games you're going to be playing are Call of Duty, Overwatch,
yes.
and it's 2K
or Madden, yeah.
See, my thing is one console is probably going to be slightly better than the other one, but there's so much that goes into it. A lot of my friends prefer one controller over the other.
Yes,
but the other thing
is,
that's what
is way better.
The Xbox, when I play controller games on my computer, I always use an Xbox controller. But here's the thing. The game, people on Xbox will always bash this because honestly, they just got to be jealous. But here's the thing. The games on the PlayStation that you can only get on the PlayStation are so good.
All of them are good.
I can't think of a bad PlayStation.
Did you ever play
exclusive.
Detroit, the game I got you?
Yeah, I did.
Was
and they
it
just
good?
released it on the computer. Yeah, it was good. And they released it on the computer, and I'm thinking about getting it again.
Hold on, so it was good?
I liked it.
Okay, I wanted to play it.
It's kind of like, it kind of has Telltale vibes to it, but a little bit more involved. Like, it's a very it's less like open world emphasis and more like your decisions matter emphasis, stuff like that. So just know that. But they just released it for the PC, Brandon, and I think that game would look really beautiful on the. And like, so PlayStation has gotten better about releasing their stuff. For example, one of my favorite PlayStation games, Brandon, is Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's coming out on PC August 7th. And
it's gonna be the best shit ever.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play it again. And then the sequel was just announced too. So here's my thing with the console war: PlayStation's gonna win unless you have a PC every time because the games are better. They're way better. Like Xbox has Gears of War and Halo, but for some reason Xbox was like, let's take one of the only 2 exclusives we have and put it on the computer for everyone to play. And I was like, that's not a very good idea. No one's gonna buy that. What do I need an Xbox for now?
They got Ratchet and Clank.
Did you see the Miles Morales game, Mike?
Yeah, I sent it to you. I'll be getting that for sure. I'll be pre-ordering it.
So there was a whole thing about like, is this just a expansion or is this a game? And it was conflicting things. Then they came out and it was like, no, it's a game. So I'm just like, okay. I mean, I was going to get it regardless. I didn't care.
So the reason that people were confused is because there was a comment made about how it's the same engine. But then the guy came back and said, no, we built it on that engine, but we're cleaning. So it's basically they took the map. That's the only thing they're using again. But I'm like, first of all, what other map do you need? They're both in New York. Like, yeah, if I was a massive game developer and I was like, all right, we can tell this great story and save a ton of cost because we can just use the same map.
The one problem is they moved him to Harlem, and his story is in Brooklyn in the story. So they could have they could have made a new map. But that's probably why they moved him to Harlem, so they could.
Yeah, but that's probably true. But like,
the map is just of Manhattan, so it's not Brooklyn and Queens and stuff is not on the map from the first PS4 game. So I guess that's just a way to save money. Instead of having to build a whole new map with Brooklyn, they just moved him to Harlem so they can use the old map.
I mean, and that's fine. It's going to be good. And my other thing is they went the extra mile and they added weather. They made it wintertime, so like that's not an easy thing.
No, it's gonna look PS5.
Yeah, and it's gonna feel like a different game. So I mean, that's cool with me. I'm excited for it. I'll be getting it.
Did any other game excite you from?
The sequel to Horizon did. What else did they now? They announced a bunch of stuff that I had not really heard of or that were new, but I plan on looking into. Yeah, Cyberpunk excites everybody. So, I mean, whatever, I'll be getting that. I don't think that's an exclusive, though.
No, it's not an exclusive, but it'll be.
I'll be getting that on the computer.
Yeah, I think I'm
my dude Keanu's in there.
Yes, Keanu Reeves is in that. That is correct.
Bill and Ted is coming back, y'all. Bill and Ted.
Ted is coming back. That's
Brandon, have you started The Last of Us Part 2?
No, I didn't even buy it yet.
I got to talk about this because people were so mad and they were like sending Naughty Dog death threats.
We'll talk about that at the end of the month. I'll be done by then.
All right.
Hold it in for the end of the month.
I'm going to replay it before that. I guarantee I play it twice in the time it takes you to play it once.
Mike, guess what? Amazon is selling they're selling this Marvel Legends package. You get the Iron Man helmet, like the one you got, and then you get the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet.
I have both of those.
And then you get Thor's hammer.
I don't have that one, but that one didn't look as good to me.
For $300. Do you think that's a good deal?
I mean, they were all. That's exactly how much all 3 of them were.
Mike, they're selling the shield for $190 now.
The metal one or the plastic one? The metal. I
think it's the metal one.
No, I guarantee it's the plastic one. The plastic one was only $150.
Avengers Legends, right? Isn't that it?
No. The metal one is the 75th anniversary. They were both Legends products.
Oh, so this might be the plastic one.
I bet it's the plastic one. They don't even. The metal one was like $500 at release.
No way.
It was a lot. It was metal. It's a metal Captain America with leather straps.
Oh yeah, this can't be metal. It only weighs 2 pounds.
Yeah, this one weighs 7.
Yours weighs 7?
7 pounds.
I want that shield so bad. It's so dope.
If I ever see one again, Brandon, I'm gonna get it for you.
It's so dope.
in the store. Because right now you have to pay like $800. I saw it. You know where I got it from, of all places? The only place that was selling it online, and I haven't heard of this place. It was Toys R Us when I bought it.
Hold on, shut the fuck up.
I typed in.
No, Michael, shut the fuck up.
Did you say you never heard of Toys R Us?
No. I meant I hadn't been there in years. Like I hadn't shopped there or heard of any news about. No. I went there as a kid all the time. Okay. But like I was in college and I was like, Toys R Us I felt weird because I had a Toys R Us package delivered to
Didn't
my
you get the Arc Reactor? Didn't somebody give you that?
I bought that at Comic-Con from a third-party vendor, and it looks cool, but the battery like doesn't work anymore. It like broke, so like it doesn't light up, but I still have it. It's magnetic. You can wear it on your shirt.
So they sell the Eye of Agamotto.
I don't have that. It's PJ Conley, who you know, Brendan, got that for me as a gift, like a knockoff one, and I keep it in my room.
Oh look, they have a War Machine helmet. That's kind of dope. They got and oh look, they got a Black Panther one, a Black Panther Marvel Legends helmet. This one don't look as good as the Iron Man one though. It lights up though. All right, so that's a good transition into Marvel. So the Disney Plus shows, they added some more episodes. So instead of them just being 6 episodes, I think they're like 9 now. For Falcon and Winter Soldier, which will be out later this year, and Scarlet Witch and Vision. What's it called? Scarlet Vision? WandaVision, yeah. Which I am super excited for, because we're going to get Monica Rambeau, who's played by the girl from Beale Street, who I like. Then they're going to have the She-Hulk series. Those other series have not been announced, but they will probably come out in 2021, late 2021. There's going to be a lot of shit in this period of time because everything got pushed back because of the COVID. Devin, this one's for you. Guess who wants to play the Kingpin if they bring him to the MCU movies?
Not Michael Chiklis. I don't know. I give up.
The Big Show.
Wow. Now that would be interesting.
The Big Show wants to play the Kingpin.
Because he's done movie work before, so
he's on a TV show right now on Netflix. I forget what it's called. But he's on some TV show on Netflix, like a star in it right now. And apparently he did okay. I haven't watched it, but it's like a sitcom. But he's in this sitcom. He's getting full into Hollywood, his Hollywood shit now. So that's exciting. Are you guys excited for Black Widow?
Yeah.
Never cared, didn't want to care, not gonna care, and hey, tell me about it when you see it. Thanks.
I mean, I'll watch it. I'm gonna see it.
Mark Hamill says that Luke Skywalker doesn't know who Ahsoka is. Do you believe him?
No. Who cares though? She's way more interesting than him anyway.
Why would he? I mean, he's dead before she's alive, right? Hold on, what?
No,
she's been around the whole time. She's been around from longer than he's ever been.
She's been around the whole time, from what I understand. Right?
And long before he was born and after he died, apparently.
Yeah.
She's going to be in The Mandalorian, so that means...
They're going to have U.S. Agent in this show, in Falcon and Winter Soldier. And if you guys don't know about U.S. Agent, he is a dick. He is the worst. I cannot wait to see how they do this with him because John Walker is like MAGA Captain America in the comic books. So they revealed like a fight scene with him in Falcon in Winter Soldier. So that should be interesting to see how that plays out.
Brandon, what are you doing? How did you not start this with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I feel so...
Well, because I'm mad at you two because you haven't been watching the fucking show.
Oh.
It's my favorite show, and I told you that I wanted to record this show, and y'all haven't been watching it, so it pissed me off. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is so great. It comes on in the hour. Hold up. Today's Wednesday? Fuck.
Yes, it is.
I'm watching goddamn wrestling right now, but that's fine.
I know.
You know, Adam Cole and Keith Lee are fighting tonight, Devin.
No!
U.S. title versus the NXT title.
NXT. Hey, so catch us up on wrestling real quick, Brandon, because I haven't.
I ain't been watching wrestling. I just been watching NXT a little bit because I just couldn't get with the no crowds. And then WWE was being super trash. Like they started bringing fake people in to watch, right? To be like fake crowd members, right? So they started bringing these fake people in, and then they told the people that you cannot, like, if you are banned from wearing a mask. So they had all those people sitting in the crowd with no mask on. It's very stupid. And then, but the show, like, I've seen some things. So like my man Cam from the PW Torch talks about this all the time. But like Sasha Banks and Bailey are like a team now.
Yes, they are.
And they've been
good.
They've been so great.
Amazing.
Asuka has been great. Asuka's always been like my favorite though. Like she's just always been my favorite. But she's been great. Randy Orton, surprisingly, been fucking fantastic. He's been like the best in his whole career. Like he's just been playing this.
He's been committed.
So good. Like I don't even know who this person is, but like when Randy gets into the zone, he can be really good.
Yeah,
really good.
That's what I'm saying. He's been focused. Yeah, dope.
But yeah, so Agents of Shield final season. We're about halfway through the season. It's a time traveling show, so every episode pretty much has been in a different period of time. They are really doing things that's like affecting the larger MCU, which is interesting. I want you guys to watch it, but I'll just give some examples. Like basically what happened is the Chronicons from last season are trying to find their own home planet. So they want Earth to be their home planet. So in order to do that, they have to go back in time and stop S.H.I.E.L.D. from being created. So they're going back into different points of time to try to stop S.H.I.E.L.D. from existing. And so they go back to like the 30s, and what they went back to the 30s to do is to stop Hydra. Because it basically was like, if we stop Hydra, then there'll never be a S.H.I.E.L.D. Then they went to the 40s, and then if you guys remember Daniel Sousa from Agent Carter, he is in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now, and he's actually part of the team now. They actually take him out of time, which I'm not going to tell you how, but that's pretty interesting.
That is really interesting. I thought it.
Then, like, they meet, like, the Maliks from the previous season, and, like, one of the things that they had was, like, this list of, like, all these people that killed his kids in the 70s. And on the list was, like, Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. And so they didn't kill them, but they were, like, trying to go kill them as kids. Then the Chronicons figured out how to like take people's faces and their memories so they don't act like robots anymore. And then last episode, some really fuck shit happened with Mac that I'm not going to say because I want you guys to see it, but that shit was really fucked up. And so now they're in the 80s. It's just been fantastic. It's always been my favorite show. It's still my favorite show. I'm sad to see it go. I did hear that there's supposed to be some type of spinoff at the end. And the rumor is that the spinoff is going to be Agents of S.W.O.R.D. Because you remember at the end of Captain Marvel?
Yeah, they go set in space.
Space. And so it's supposed to be...
You're going to have like Star Trek.
The theory is there's going to be Agents of S.W.O.R.D. and that Daisy Johnson is going to star in that show as well. So
they should do a movie about that.
We will see if that happens, but I'm just enjoying the ride as it's going because it's so fantastic. And I'm sad, but you know they got to tell the story that they want. They got 100 episodes, so they get syndication, so they're gonna get that syndication money. So I'm just glad it's happened. What else? Oh, so Marvel supposedly is supposed to introduce the concept of mutants during the WandaVision show. So I don't know if we're going to actually see any X-Men or what, but the theory is that the concept of mutants is going to be introduced in that. And that show is directly tied into Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. So there's going to be a lot of multiverse, alternate timeline things going on within that show and within the Doctor Strange movie. That's probably going to set up. It's just probably going to set up the mutants. Mark Ruffalo pitched to Kevin Feige to do an Incredible Hulk series on Disney Plus.
No, that's the best place for the Incredible Hulk to be seen
because they don't have the rights. They still don't have the rights fully to do movies. So that would make sense if they were to do that. But they're already doing She-Hulk, so I'm just like, why would you do She-Hulk and Incredible Hulk? So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see what goes on with that. I saw somebody said they wanted to play Wolverine, and I was like, that was a perfect fit. Some actor. It was some short, tiny actor, and I was like, that's perfect. But I forget who it was.
That's funny.
But somebody wanted to play Wolverine. John Krasinski is rumored to be Mr. Fantastic. I think he'd be fine as Mr. Fantastic. I want Oscar Isaac, personally, is who I want. But
because he's perfect. He looks perfect. He looks the part.
But we'll see what they do with that. I expect the Fantastic Four to be the first of the Fox movies to come over. Mike, are you excited about the Avengers game that comes out next month?
Not really, to be honest with you.
Why not?
It doesn't look that
Daniel
great.
Radcliffe. It's Daniel Radcliffe. It's Daniel Radcliffe that wanted to play Wolverine.
Oh, it was Daniel Radcliffe? Yeah, Daniel. Isn't he Harry Potter?
He's not angry enough. Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to play Wolverine.
It's kind of odd, but whatever. I mean, I'm about it, I guess. He's not like an angry dude. I guess neither is Hugh Jackman.
No, they don't need Hugh Jackman.
I'm saying Hugh Jackman wasn't angry. I was saying that
Hugh Jackman he did what they asked him to do. I thought he was fine. Hugh Jackman is a 6'2" giant man. I looked up how tall Wolverine is in the comic books. You know how tall Wolverine is in the comic books? 5'3". Hugh Jackman is 6'2". Those are not the same characters.
I didn't care so much about his height, though.
I did because that's part of Wolverine's thing. He's got a short man complex. He's got a little man complex that fuels his anger. That's part of it, is that he's so small and puny that fuels his anger. By the way, I think in the comic books, Wolverine and Jean got together, like, officially.
They did a bunch of times, yeah.
No, I'm talking about
hooked up. They hooked up
together.
Oh wow, that's different.
Which is interesting. Mike, what were you saying about the Avengers game?
Oh, I'm not that excited for it. I'm gonna get it, but I don't know. It looks just like a revamped Ultimate Alliance.
It does not look like Ultimate Alliance. Ultimate Alliance is dope, though.
Yeah, but that style of gameplay I don't really like anymore.
Okay, I just saw this. The boys may add Jeffrey Dean Morgan in season 3. That dude is
that is so good.
That dude is a perfect fit for that show. Negan on the boys is so good. I gotta think about what character I want him to see him to be. I didn't see this. Devin, did you see this?
No, I didn't see
Beavis and Butthead gets a 2-season order at Comedy Central.
Oh wow, that's different. That'd be cool.
They're bringing Beavis and Butthead back. Will you?
King of the Hill. Where the fuck was King of the Hill at, yo?
King of the Hill is great.
I like King of the Hill.
You know about that show?
Hank Hill.
How do you know about that show?
I say a propane accessory.
Propane accessory.
Curb Your Enthusiasm got renewed for season 11. Devin.
Yo, what I'm saying is I want to run out of the room and fucking scream to the heavens. Thank you, Larry. Goddamn. Because, I mean, the way that shit ended, that was the best season. Yo, I'm telling you, that's the best season finale of the whole shit because that's a real thing. Like, no other season finale had a real thing to it. Like a Spite store, and these fucking celebrities are fucking trash. Oh, my God. It's so good. It's so good. What? If you're not watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, please watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. HBO Max. It's fucking amazing. Please do it. Give yourself a
Arrow fans will find out. This is for you and me, Mike, because Devin don't watch this. Arrow fans will find out the fate of the Green Arrow and Canary spinoff very soon. So they haven't made a decision if they're going to greenlight it for a whole season yet. Would you?
I was wondering about that. I'm in love with that actress. So yeah, probably.
We know you are. Let's see what else. What else we got on here that we missed? Mike, give us a non-spoiler review of Last of Us 2.
All right. So everyone who says it's bad right now is wrong. Is just they're part of that toxic gaming community. I've decided. I've chalked it up as to something that's not a spoiler. Is Ellie is gay, so that's either one of the reasons why they're mad, or
she's jacked.
No. Okay, so there's two. You play as two characters. The other one is literally jacked. But like, some people were saying how like it doesn't like look realistic, and like I'm like, dude, it's the apocalypse. Like, you either survive and get jacked or you die. But so Naughty Dog, and I've heard a lot of things about them as a studio, how they overwork. Whatever you feel about them or whatever they've done as a studio, they're very good storytellers. They do a very good job of making you hate someone and then becoming sympathetic for that person and then liking that person. The whole game is an emotional roller coaster. Like I'm talking like, you hate this thing like so much, and then like the game goes on, you're like, oh man, like I see why this happened, like I understand now, like, but I still hate you. And then at the end of the game you're like, wait, I don't want anything to happen to this character now, like what's going to happen? And so they're really good at doing that to you, telling you that kind of story, like bringing you on an emotional roller coaster, making you feel a certain way, giving you some conflict, some really good conflict. And anyone who just like, it's a good story. It's like, this to me is like, The Last of Us 1 was so good, like it's hard to follow something up like that. I went in with low expectations. I had someone had spoiled the game on a thread that was not at all like, I would not click on anything Last of Us related because I don't want anyone to spoil it. And I had come across some spoilers on a thread that had nothing to do with it. And so I didn't like the spoilers that I read, and then I went into the game with low expectations, but I loved it. I loved every second of it. I want to play it again on New Game Plus. The people who, and there were some people that were agreeing. I went back and looked at some comment threads after I played it, and there some people were saying things like, look, if you don't think this is good storytelling, you just like, you don't know what a good story is. It's a good game, and I want Brendan to play it as soon as he possibly can.
All right, I will. There's a great comic book that I haven't read that's literally next on my list called Why the Last Man. They got a TV show, but it's being moved from FX to Hulu. But I cannot wait to watch that because I've heard so many good things about the book, like just incredible things about the book. So I kind of want to read the book before the show comes out, but they're getting the show. Anything else that I missed? On Doom Patrol, the last episode, they had a villain. They had not a villain. They had a hero group called the Sex Men, and so they came to the mansion because there was a sex demon that was basically trying to have a baby, and if he had the baby, everybody wanted to have sex so much that no kids would exist and that the whole world would end. That's how crazy this fucking show is, and I don't even think I explained it properly.
That's my next show to get back into, Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol is fantastic. It's on right now. Oh no, who thinks this is a good idea? Law and Order SVU is doing a Stabler spinoff.
Oh no,
that will premiere in mid-October.
Oh no, why would you do that? Nobody.
Doesn't everyone hate him in real life? I'm not familiar, but that's all as much as I know.
They hate. Well, Stabler is terrible. The character is terrible.
Is it the actor or the character?
No, the character. It's terrible.
Oh, I thought everyone hated the actor.
I don't know about Christopher, whatever the fuck his name is, but the character is so fucked up. Haley Atwell denies Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7 cameo. I didn't see her when they were in the 40s, so I don't think she's going to be there unless she comes back some crazy thing. So that was sad. I really want to see Haley, but we got Daniel Souza anyway. Anything else that I missed, Mike?
Can't think of anything. You covered pretty much everything.
Did I miss anything, Devin? Oh, I did miss something. Tenet got pushed back. Tenet is the movie that I would have risked leaving the house to go to the movie theaters to see. That fucking movie looks so great.
Oh.
That's the movie with John David Washington, the Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You missed one other thing, something kind of small.
What?
But the Spider-Verse 2 began production like a week ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just started production. I guess it's easier to do an anime. You could probably work from home and do an animated movie, but it'd be a little hard without all the equipment.
I know the dude who played Miles Morales fucked up big time on Twitter a few weeks ago.
No, he didn't.
Oh, what happened?
No, it was like within the black community fucked up. Like he said some anti-black shit.
He did?
Yeah.
Wait, are they gonna recast him? He was good.
He didn't say nothing.
No, it's not big enough to get recast.
Let me see what he says if I can find it. What did he say? It didn't even make like a news story. It's from a few weeks ago, but he said he was saying some stupid shit. Then he went on Instagram. Oh, I think it had something to do with like Rosa Parks. I don't know. It was something. Then he went on Instagram. He did an Instagram live, and it was even more stupid. So yeah, it was a lot. Let me see. Into the Spider-Verse actor Twitter. Yeah, I can't find it, but he said some stupid shit. Yeah. So what was I saying? I don't even remember. I think that's it.
Let's get out of here, yo.
Let's get out of here. So we will be back next week on Wednesday. We're going to try to stick to these Wednesdays because they work for Devin right now.
Let's do it.
We'll see what comes up over the next week. Mike has been doing big things in his work, and he's working from home until the end of the year. So he has all the time in the world and crazy stories. Devin's still gallivanting around the country. Where do you
and Brandon's a homeowner. Brandon's a homeowner. Woo!
Not yet. I'm hope soon. Where are you going this week, Devin?
I don't know, but I'll be in. Hold on. I'll be in Indiana, and then Manchester, New Hampshire.
Lord. So I got a question before we go. What are your 3 favorite cities to stay in since you've been doing flight attendant?
San Diego. San Diego is number 1. Tampa is because I know people in Tampa. I hang out in Tampa. And I actually like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is pretty cool.
Get out of here. You just saying that because Mike's on.
No, Pittsburgh, they have really good hotels. Pittsburgh
and Boston. Salt Lake City.
Oh, if I get back to Salt Lake City, if I can get back, Salt Lake City is everything. It's just the pantheon. So, I can't even talk about it. It's just the holy grail of overnights.
Why?
And the
Why
people
is
there.
Salt Lake City so good?
It's because they made that hotel for the Olympics. They built that hotel for the Olympics.
Oh.
And then all the basketball teams stay there. We get really good treatment there. Like I went to the steam room, the sauna, the Olympic pool, the whirlpool. Man, it was everything, and it only cost $9. And like, yeah. So like, yeah, it's the best. And like, I always question myself like, I'm just a flight attendant. I don't even deserve to stay here. Like I don't deserve. It's that good. It's amazing. So I don't even put that on my list.
And what's the worst?
Ooh.
I
didn't like Detroit. I don't like Detroit. I don't like San Antonio has okay ones, but not great ones. Hartford, Connecticut, man. I don't really care for that place. I don't care for that place. The DoubleTree there. We stay at the Hilton. It's really nice there. But yeah, no, it's I stay so many different places. It's crazy. Raleigh has a lot of good places, and but I love Texas places because there's always something good to eat in their restaurants. So I will say that about Texas.
All right. So thank you guys for listening. We're going to try to get back on a more consistent path. Like I said, we'll be back next week. We'll probably review some random things coming up just to get some episodes in, maybe some old movies or something like that. I know Charmaine wants to review. I know everybody wants to review Tropic Thunder.
I still want to do the season finale of Gotham without any context.
Yes, we still need to do that. So we're going to try to do some fun things over the rest of the summer. So thank you, everyone, for listening. And make sure you subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and where you get your podcast at. Leave us a 5-star review. That helps us a lot. And thank you. We'll be back next week. Peace.